Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about all things cancer. So the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I'm going to start off with the good. So obviously there aren't very many things associated with cancer that are good, but I try to find the positive in every situation. So these are just a few of the things that I find are beneficial. So one of the things that is beneficial for having cancer for me is that I had to postpone school. So I had the opportunity to really think about what I wanted to do. Before I was diagnosed, I was going to be going to school for business, and now that I've had time to think about it, I've realized that business just isn't for me. I feel like I was rushed into my decision because there are deadlines for university applications, so I had to make a decision, and because business was my highest mark in high school, I decided to go with it. But looking back now and thinking about it, I know that business just isn't for me because I kind of find it boring. So I'm thankful that I have more time to really think about what I want to do for school, which I still don't know what I want to do, and it really stresses me out, but I still have a year to decide, so I'm not going to worry. Another beneficial thing to having cancer is I don't have to worry about what my hair looks like because I don't have any. I was really sad and really disappointed about losing my hair, but at least I don't have to worry about brushing it, styling it getting in my face or what it looks like. I can just get out of bed and throw a hat on and call it a day. That's all I have to do. It makes my life so much simpler because before I had super thick hair and there was so much of it, so it was just a mess and it was so hard to deal with. Another thing that is beneficial to having cancer is I am so much stronger because of everything that I've had to go through because of this. Cancer forces you to be stronger, and I'm very grateful for that because I feel like I can conquer anything and I can get through anything now. Because if I could get through this, then I can do anything. Like a superhero. And what doesn't kill you makes you stronger. Am I right? Anyways, I'm moving on to the bad. One of the bad things about cancer is you have to do chemo treatment. It is very, very bad because it has so many bad side effects. One of them being nausea, which is so awful and it's a horrible feeling, and I just hate being nauseous so much. So this is like one of the worst things about chemo for me. Chemo also makes all your levels really low, so you're really tired and you have no energy because you have a really low amount of red blood cells, and you also have a really low amount of white blood cells, so your immune system is really weak. So you have to be really careful about what you eat, make sure you wash all your food, and washing your hands and staying very clean and germ-free. And without having an immune system, you can get sick very easily, so you have to try to avoid places that have a lot of people, like the mall or a restaurant, and you have to stay far away from people, and you can't be around anybody who has a cold or anything like that. Another negative side effect of chemo is it can cause a lot of muscle and joint pain. Of course, you lose your hair, which is very sad. Another negative thing about having cancer is I feel separated from the world because I have such a low immune system. I have to stay inside most of the time, and I'm stuck inside. I can barely go out and I can barely see my friends, and even when I can, sometimes I always have to reschedule because I'm too sick or something. And honestly, it just sucks because I feel like I'm missing out on so many life experiences that someone my age should be able to experience. Another bad thing about having cancer is you have to go through a lot of horrible procedures. And this really depends on what type of cancer you have. So for some cancers, you have to have surgery, which is very horrible procedure, and nobody wants to have surgery. The procedure that is horrible is the bone marrow biopsy. This is where they stick a huge needle into your hip and extract the bone marrow to examine your bone marrow for whatever reason. And this is horrible because it is the worst pain I've ever experienced in my entire life, and I wouldn't wish it upon my worst enemy. It's just so horrible and so painful. They don't even sedate you. Like, you're awake the whole time, and it just sucks. Another painful procedure like this one is called intrathecal chemo, or intrathecal chemo, and it's where they stick a huge needle into your spine, and they push the chemo into your spine so it goes through your spinal fluid And this hurts so bad, especially if the needle accidentally scrapes against your spine. It is so painful, and it burns a lot when they push the chemo in. I don't know why. Another bad thing about having cancer at such a young age is I possibly can't have kids because of the chemo treatments that I have to go through. Chemo that I'm going to be getting for my transplant is so high dose, so there's a very likely chance that I will become sterile. Anyways, guys, that's all I have for today's video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that bell notification so you get notification every single time I post a new video. And give this video a big thumbs up if you liked it. Bye, guys.